The 148th Fighter Wing will deploy approximately 300 personnel overseas this summer as part of our regularly scheduled deployment cycle. The Air National Guard is a combat-ready reserve of the Air Force, providing mission-ready airmen to safeguard the homeland and execute global operations. The Bulldogs of the 148th Fighter Wing are ready to provide a trained and equipped aviation package of airmen and Block 50 F-16 aircraft to meet the needs of our deployed location. The deployed location is not yet releasable. However, we anticipate we'll be able to tell the location once our personnel are in place. The deployment will last approximately 3 months. The 148th Fighter Wing is no stranger to overseas deployments. Since 2005, the aviation package has deployed to Iraq several times, Afghanistan, Republic of South Korea, Kuwait, and Saudi Arabia in support of federal taskings.
So each family's experience with deployment is very unique. It's not a one-size-fits-all experience for families. Each experience is going to be different. If you have someone deploying multiple times, each deployment that they have is going to be different depending on where they're at in their life, in their lifestyle, in their life stages, but also depending on where they're at in their career. Maybe they've moved from one position to another depending on what their deployment is. And that kind of thing. So it can kind of change and be a challenge for the service member that way, depending on their situation. But for the family, it has its own challenges and great opportunities as well that come with going through a deployment cycle or just within your military life cycle as well. So some families, you have service members that will miss big events that happen here at home with their families. Maybe it's a big celebration, maybe it's kids' birthdays, maybe it's just sporting events in general. But you also have your family here at home that's working hard to kind of maintain their lifestyle and keep things going. And so that extra support from their community when they're going through these times of separation is really important and very helpful.
We wanted to be here just to say how proud and grateful we are of the men and women of the 148th. We recognize this is more than just them being affected by this. It's, of course, it's their families, it's their neighbors, it's their employers. So as a business community, as a chamber, we are here and committed, as we have been for the 20 plus years and beyond, to do everything we can to be of support.
You know, we're really proud of the 148th Fighter Wing Bulldogs and their service to our state and nation, and really feel like this is an opportunity for us as an employer to do our part. We don't ever want service members to worry about work back home when they're doing their important work overseas. And that's one of the things that we strive to do best, is just remove that anxiety from their plate so they don't have to worry about their job when they get back. We'll be here waiting for them when they return and supporting their families while they're gone.
They're generally very positive about it. The men and women of the 148th come to work, whether they're full-time every day or if they're a traditional guardsman, they'll come here on a weekend to train. And this is what they train to do, is to go deploy. So generally speaking, we don't have a problem filling these deployments with volunteers because they want to go do their job, they want to serve their state, and they want to serve their country.